Hey, good morning or good afternoon, everybody. We are in the heart of downtown Denver at another fun event for the children. Hang tight for just a minute. Somebody will confront me here shortly without a doubt. Hang tight. Or perhaps not. We are at another Guns for Gardens event in Denver. Just a half a block off Colfax. In the parking lot of the Denver Community Church here. Just for documentation purposes, I am on the public sidewalk. So what just occurred here was an illegal transfer of a gun. So this event is from 10 to 12 today. For those of you that watched us last time on this same type of endeavor, it was over in District 4 in Southwest Denver. So what's going on here is the Denver Department of Public Safety is advertising. It's a gun buyback, flat out. And, people just willingly come, relinquish their firearms. Just because it feels good and it's for the children and all that fun shit and all these lies that these progressive gun grabbers participate in, which, by the way, we have some horrific legislation moving through Colorado once again that's literally going to make it illegal to purchase a gun within the next few years. So it's, of course, worded very craftily. You hear the saws going back there? So, yes, I do pay attention to how we've become a 100% anti-gun state in Colorado. We also happen to be just a couple blocks west of the DPD District 6 cop shop, right? And this is only a Denver Department of Public Safety sponsored event. Kokomo, how are you? Irish, thanks for being in here. Mods, thank you very much. So you remember this last event. I do fully believe that I was already spotted by Mike. Remember Mike? Well, he's here today, of course, with his gaggle of women in the parking lot greeting cars. And I do think he already advised them. It would have been very good if he would have advised them not to engage with me, because that seems to be the case. This woman here walking, she desperately wants to engage with me. She saw me filming. Oh yeah, here comes Mike. Yeah, Mike's, okay, everybody, I told you she might be here. So I just want to remind y'all what we just huddled up about. So I documented just a little bit of static video before I went live, because I've been here, forget this, 45 minutes, and there's not been one vehicle come through here. This event ends at noon. When I got here, there was one vehicle that had already had the gun taken out of the vehicle. But 100% fact of what's going on here, Denver is its own city and county, everybody. This is a rare thing throughout the nation, and there's not much of this. And there's only two of these in Denver, or in Colorado, Denver and Broomfield. So, being their own city and county, this jurisdiction would fall under the sheriff's department, okay, to essentially investigate this operation. Well, they're not going to do that. The Denver sheriff is appointed. Denver historically and continuously makes up their own laws, whether or not they give any consideration to the state constitution, state laws, it doesn't matter. Denver is its own city and county, and they circumvent state law every day, all day long. And there are very few challenges on this from gun rights activists because they are more interested at the higher level of what's occurring in the legislature. So until some good gun rights activist attorneys are going to take on the city and county of Denver, they're going to continue to do whatever the fuck they want when it comes to illegal gun transfers. And this is 100% factually illegal gun transfers at the state level law of universal background checks in the state of Colorado. And it is potentially violating federal law with ATF's requirements on destroying guns. They're only sawing these guns, and they're doing it back there along the alley. And they're not doing it by ATF requirements. So not only are they illegally transferring these guns, by not transferring them through a federal firearms license holder, FFL, and conducting a background check, they're not destroying them properly either. So I just think this is good documentation. I don't really desire to come out here and really engage with these idiots, because that's what they are. They're idiots. And they think they're doing something wonderful for the world, and they're not. And I'm just kind of wondering if this event is kind of a flop with the influx of illegal immigrants who are not bound to any laws in the United States. I'm kind of wondering if more people are wanting to keep their firearms based on these results. So they're about done here. There's Mike over there calming the girls, right? Notice that Mike, he left the majority of the guys to themselves over there and came over here to calm the fears of the girls and maybe give them some instruction on blocking people's license plates, and because that was Mike's problem last time I was here. Confidentiality. Everybody has the right to go commit a crime, maybe, murder, robbery, whatever, with a firearm, and then come here and legally dispose of it. Well, illegally dispose of it with full protection and anonymity. You can anonymously come surrender your firearms. So the church is offering up, the use of their property. There's Mike. He's going to chat before I get over here and start launching questions. Yep, there he goes. So yeah, we're on a public sidewalk. No photo or video. Well, they're blocking the sidewalk here, so that's also a crime.
And also, I'm thinking next year, like I told you about my club where we went downtown. I participated in two events. One was the problem solving, and the other one was biotechnology. I do not like biotechnology because there's so much studying for it. So I think I'm going to take medical math next year. So that Well, no, it's just like I have to study all like the different math equations and then like figure out how to solve them so I can do them on a multiple choice test. So I'm pretty excited. Maybe I can make it to either.
I liked statistics with me. We do like, because I'm a therapist and we did like psychology and social work. We had to do like statistics for like therapy purposes, and that I
Yeah, one of their volunteers is back there talking to somebody in a truck, as you can see. So this is an event of illegally transferring firearms
I kind of wish I could start getting rid of something I don't like.
that will not be investigated by the Sheriff's Department in Denver, as the sheriff serves at the leisure of the mayor. So I think they're redirecting this truck to go ahead and do the exchange over in the alley.
Hey, how are you? Good. Hey, I signed up to help. I don't know if you guys need help.
Well, did you sign up to help? But you're a little late because it's time to wrap up. You can help pack up. That'd be good.
She's interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, my cousin, favorite teacher. That's what I was asking. I wish. Yeah, he has some favorites. He said it's the past 2 years. Oh, yeah, Mr. Ox is everybody's favorite. Oh, really? That makes sense. I met him. I thought he was wonderful. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I have Miss Paulino, and she's really interesting. She keeps like giving us assignments that other classes aren't getting. It's also, it's just like she teaches us things that aren't actually helpful, and just keeps giving us like prompts for essays that we're not ever gonna write. She's like, oh yeah, I'm prepping you guys.
Maybe she's hooking up on a trailer.
It's not helpful. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye.
Purple's her color. When you don't want to be recorded, definitely bring attention to yourself. That's the best thing to do when you go out in public.
but like when you get to college and you don't care and it's so different and do you think you're gonna go?
Oh yeah, for sure. No. We were just looking at the video. She's like,
I also have an Oxford sweatshirt and I've never been.
yeah, I got you there.
So they have 10 minutes before their event is scheduled to end.
Well, I think GU is
I promised myself before that.
yes. I also did that. I did on the.
Let's take a quick walk. I mean, around the sign that's blocking the sidewalk. We can do that. That's blocking the public sidewalk. So, yeah, I'm out here today because I've been, over the past year or so, wanting to kind of keep track of these events. It just so happened I was able to get to the last one out in Southwest Denver. This one today, I'm here today. It was on my calendar, but it especially made sense because I have to go back to respite and check on Robert. So those comments that I made about feeling great about having Robert in respite through CCH, not so great. I'm a little devastated, a little disappointed, and I don't know what's going to happen to Robert over there, but when I left him, I was told that they would get him a water bottle since they had nothing available to him to access water except a water machine. We followed the rules and went there with only the things we were told to bring. Robert's told me this morning, and now remember, Robert's memory is not the best, so we can also block the alley with our signage. So this is a public alleyway. He just told him to ignore me. So let's check it out from the back side here. From the public alleyway. They got all these saws set up when they're actually supposed to torch the guns. Because all they're doing is making clean cuts on the guns, and the guns can be put back together. So, here's Mike again. He's the leader of Raw Tools. You know, they're a nonprofit based in Colorado Springs. You know, they're just part of the church, doing good things, violating the very laws that they advocate for the creation of as gun grabbers. You know, laws for thee, not for me. So a group in New Mexico, another group called Guns for Gardens, was being investigated. They were doing essentially the same thing, but they were going to people's homes and taking the guns and saying they were destroying them, and then they took them to a school and gave them to children. And essentially what they gave a bunch of children at the school is a bunch of sawed-off shotguns. Yeah, go Google that story if you're interested. Yeah, we got all the real men lined up, know a lot about guns, doing gun stuff, you know. Their wives are proud of them. Oh, honey, you made me a garden tool out of our guns that we use to defend ourselves from tyrannical government and violent offenders. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm gonna do something special for you tonight, because you are the man of my life. Keeping me safe, making me feel good with my hand shovel. So one not person has engaged with me. So yeah, they've all been briefed. I was spotted early on, and I saw Mike huddling up with everybody, giving them the lowdown. So I gave him the opportunity to do that. I was here for a good 15 minutes before he spotted me. I'm really not in the mood for verbal judo today. I'm having to deal with Robert's stuff, so I essentially sat in the car for that very reason for a while. Because I really just want to document this. There may come a time where it becomes useful information. But not likely, especially in Colorado. People have already doubled down. You want my guns? Yeah, try to come get them. Here's Mike's truck. Not that it matters, but you know, there's his plate. Everybody loves to get a good clear plate on a video because somebody might be able to do something with it. It's a nice little setup he's got. Pretty Ford F-150 XLT. Nice trailer for all his lovely tools. Boy, that would really suck if that got stolen here in Denver, because the chances are greater for him that will than not. So, yeah, I'll bet Mike doesn't spend a lot of time in Denver. He's not really concerned about violent crime here. Just hand over your guns, everybody. So I'm doing a service for the children. So yeah, they pull in over there. Here they take the gun and, you know, dry fire it and blah, blah, blah. And then they come over here and supposedly destroy it. I'm in the shade. Let me read some comments. Did I say the F word? I'm sorry. Yeah. Shame on me. I have a hard time complying with censorship on YouTube, for money and all, because I really don't give a shit. So, the truth is, you're not going to change who I am and what comes out of my mouth based on money. So, you don't want to pay me, YouTube? I don't give a fuck. I need documentation. If I could have the platform and forego all of the revenue that YouTube generates, sign me up. If YouTube would give me an opportunity to donate every penny back to them, I don't care, their lunch fund, whatever they'd want it for, I would gladly trade that in exchange for a stronger algorithm. Give me the max potential in your algorithm for every penny my video generates. I don't give a shit, because I guarantee you I will make use of that a lot better than I will any money that I'm ever going to make off of YouTube. It's literally serving as a platform for video storage for me. And those that I think I need to back up, I back up. So we got this dude, he's coming down the alley. We're going to pay attention here. He's not hurting anyone. He's actually trying to avoid people. They're starting to pack up. Oh, here we got. Got a few barrels there. Let's see those receivers. Nice clean cuts. Nice clean cuts on those. This is in fact an illegal gun transfer event. Oh, they're giving her a part of a shotgun. She's asking, do you have just like a part of a shotgun? I guess these are the prizes. These are the volunteer prizes. Oh, so now they give away the gun parts to the volunteers. Okay, this is new. Or we just didn't capture it last time. She would just like a part of a shotgun. So now we're doing another illegal transfer. So we're transferring guns 2 and 3 times over here because they're not properly destroyed. Oh, he's going to cut the barrel for her one more time because he didn't cut it right the first time? No, get out of town. He's cutting that again because he didn't destroy it properly the first time? Get out. We just do our thing over here. Fire up that generator, get that saw going. We got to get one more cut in here for this fine lady so she can take her shotgun barrel and, I don't know, make it into a garden hoe. Oh, she gets the honor of cutting her own barrel. Oh, so it's even more of a ceremonial type of thing. Look what I just did for the children. Girl power. Damn, girl. I want to go get my nails done with you. Hot shit. Oh my God. See? It never gets boring, does it? Never gets boring. There's always something fantastic to catch on video. I made the ceremonial cut today at the Denver Department of Public Safety Guns to Garden Tool event right in the heart of downtown Denver, and I saved the lives of thousands of children. I'm going to put that on my resume, and I'm going to go to City Council, and I'm going to tell everybody on the record what I did. Hear the bells? So that's the church, just a block behind me. That's the church that's on the corner of where John's apartment building is. Those are the bells that John has to live with all the time. John's apartment building is right behind this one. There's the steeple of the church on the corner of Colfax and Logan. So there you go. So, yeah. I said I was going to read comments and I didn't over there in the shades. Let me go back and read them now as we make our walk back. Yeah, Joy, the gal making the ceremonial cut on the barrel, she thinks she's a hero, but she's a bootlicker too. Only the police should have guns. What do we have? What do we have in Denver? Like, I don't know. What do they got? 16, 17, 1,700 sworn law enforcement officers in the city and county of Denver. Well, what do you guys think is the percentage of them that would quit the force if they were told to go out and round up the guns? How many would quit? I would say a dozen, tops. Out of that dozen, how many would be willing to keep their job and defend the rights of the citizens to own guns if they weren't beholden to orders, to following orders? How many of those 12 would get in a gunfight to uphold the rights of the citizens? Anybody have any numbers on that? A permit, DJ, they don't need a permit. They just do whatever the fuck they want in Denver. There's no permit needed. They're violating the law. They're doing illegal gun transfers here. The city and county of Denver is its own thing. The sheriff isn't going to come investigate this. The only way this would get elevated is probably through the attorney general. And without a doubt, this is agenda-driven bullshit that he supports. So no, he's not going to investigate it. The FBI. Who else do we have locally that would have? You'd have to follow the jurisdictional ladder. So yeah, nobody is going to prosecute these people for illegally transferring firearms. The only way this would come to an end is if somebody filed a lawsuit for Denver allowing it. No, there's no check of anything. Nothing. Ake artist, no. They take the gun and they check it out for the value of the gift card that they're going to give them, whether that's $50, $150, or $250. And then they just drive up to the table and get their stuff. And that's how that goes. So even if they're keeping any kind of paperwork for that, there's no background checks being conducted. Therefore, nothing is being ran on that gun at all. So those guns are being destroyed with nice clean cuts and not by ATF requirements. And then they are just put in a trailer and taken away for garden art. Now, if you go to these people's website, they don't have shit for garden art. It's interesting. They have like, they were advertising last time we checked, one hand shovel for $49 or something like that. And that was it. So Raw Tools is part of this Guns to Garden bullshit nationwide. Yeah, that's about all I can say on this. It's just stupid. It's not totally suspect. They're breaking the law, and the city and county of Denver is allowing them. This doesn't go on anywhere else besides Denver. As far as the research I've done and watching the sheriff's departments in other counties, right here in the metro area. Now, listen, you can drive 15 minutes and you're in another county where the sheriff is elected, okay? But because Denver is its own city and county, they make up all of everything here. And the sheriff is appointed, and Denver circumvents state law all the time through their municipal code. They've long never given a shit about the Constitution anyway. They don't care. They get sued all the time for violating constitutional rights. It's no big deal. They settle tens of millions of dollars every year. Denver does. It's just what they do. It's tyranny. It is total and complete tyranny, and the people comply. Denver's toast. Denver is its own little foreign island in the United States of America. I hate Denver. I hate it. I was born and raised here, and I am a Denver native. I grew up in Denver District 4, DPD District 4. I know a lot about stuff my dad was involved in with the police. Yeah. And yeah, it was really, really, really bad, even back then. And so things have just progressed into this desire, as we see nationwide, for more tyrannical government. So here you are. We're just documenting history here. That's all we're doing. We're documenting these hypocrites not abiding by the laws that they go and petition their favorite local legislators to pass for them to make it harder for illegal gun owners. So, you know what? If you don't want a gun, that's fine. I don't care. That's totally your right. You want to come here and dump your shit off? You're that stupid? Go for it. I'm not stopping you. But my point is that these people that advocate for this shit and are changing the law are the ones, in fact, breaking the laws. So, it's fact. It's fact. And, you know, what am I going to do about it? Nothing. I'm not going to do a damn thing about it, because it's a long foregone conclusion that it's not going to matter. Okay? This country is due for a reset. And this is the kind of stuff that's actually going to make that happen. So, what do I care? I'm kind of a fan of implosion myself. I've got children, grandchildren that I care deeply about. And these people do too. And they think that this is the answer to making a better future for their children and their grandchildren. They're going to be a little disappointed. And so have at it, people, because At the end of the day, only the strong are going to survive. If they want to. I mean, if you want to lay down and, let the government gun you down right between the eyes, that's totally your choice. You can do that too. That's great. One less mouth to worry about coming and robbing me. So comply, people. I encourage you. Just comply. Do it. By all means, do it. And for those of you that say you're not going to, but yet you do on the daily, good luck to you. I got a lot of smart friends. I got a lot of smart family. And I'm not worried about my future. I'm worried about the future of this country and what it's going to do to my grandchildren. Because they were born into never knowing freedom. So, depending on how their parents raised them, and time will tell, we'll see if they too will be smart members of the Benson family. I love my grandchildren dearly, but they're all in public schools. So, yeah, have fun with that, my 3 sons. Have fun with that. It's all cute now. They're little. And, it's elementary school, and it just feels good, and I went through the same thing. You go through your stuff, and I'm sure my boys will be real good at keeping their opinions to themselves and allowing their children to be railroaded in the school system while the school system decides how their children are going to be raised. I don't really think my 3 sons are probably going to be okay with that. I'm just saying. So, yeah, time will tell for the hierarchy in the Benson family, but we certainly do have a lot of smart associates and friends throughout the United States, locally here as well. So this kind of stuff, I like to document it. I like to follow it. I need to know what's going on at the legislature. Yeah, Joy, go along with the flow and never have any principles. You can then grow up to be a city manager. Totally. Yeah, go get a government job. Inglewood's hiring, Denver's hiring, every municipality is hiring. Just going back, reading some comments here. Yeah, we're talking about Denver Health here in the comments. So this issue with where Robert is in respite does not have anything to do with Denver Health. Everything that went down yesterday went down fairly well for him. I don't think it would have been the same outcome had I not been involved. I will say that. So there is still, that potential for Denver Health to continue to get away with the things that I do know they've been getting away with, like, wheeling people out of the emergency room and saying, see ya, misdiagnosing. A good friend is out here, misdiagnosed, totally not even examined. She has esophageal cancer. I took her to the ER at Denver Health. It was a bad situation. She lost a lot of weight super quick. She insisted that she go back to Denver Health because they did a particular surgery on her stomach a while back, which had nothing to do with what was actually going on. And she has cancer. So she's now going through chemo, living out here on the streets. Luckily, she has a partner. They're in a decent situation. I helped them out the other day with fuel, so they could get places that they needed to get. But they are amongst the unhoused out here. And, everything they own is legal, licensed, and they, play by the rules to not have their shit stolen. So that's another sad deal. Jerry Lewis has been in Denver Health ER for very serious issues. And no sooner did I get in the car to go somewhere, one of the times I dropped him off out there, he called me and he said they're refusing to see me. So Yeah. Denver Health is not, they're not on the up and up. And let's not forget what they did to Aurora Transparency when they arrested her a little over a year ago, down here, Denver DPD District 6. Officer Crelly threw her into a wall. Those charges have since been dismissed, dropped, gone, boom. And but she needed medical. Denver Health kept her shackled to a bed all night, never checked on her, and made her use the bed as the toilet. Yeah, yeah, super good shit goes on at Denver Health. Unless you are a government employee, you'll get, the hospital is sectioned off. Let's just say. Okay, so if you're a cop, whatever, you're hurt on the job, you're a Denver government employee, all operations will stop at that hospital and you will get the best of the best. So yeah, it is a fully funded 100% public hospital that serves the Denver metro area, we will say. It used to be a really sought after level 4 trauma hospital. People used to say, yeah, the best specialists are there. And I went through an event where I saw a bus careen off the side of a mountain on the way up to Central City some years ago. And of course I stopped to help, and a lot of people died that day, and a lot of people went to Denver Health. They were flown, taken by ambulance to Denver Health, and I went there to see if I could help any of the families. This was years ago. And I'll tell you what, yeah, Denver Health was a well-oiled machine back in those days. That's not the case anymore. So, as we know, all good things come to an end when government starts out convincing the people, we need control of this. We need control of your health care. We need control of your food. We need control of your air, your vehicles, your bedding, your mattresses, your pillows, your ceilings, your roofs, your walls. We are going to save your life. And the people are like, yes, government is going to save my life. And they subscribe immediately. And ultimately, lo and behold, every single thing that government touches, it fucks up. Huh? And we still vote for more government? What? I just don't get it. So that's my rant on Denver Health. It's Direct D. Oh, right on. Direct D's in here. Hey, how are you? Why do you say that without further elaboration, DJ? When you pose an opposing idea without further explanation, it draws one to conclude you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Well, you know, let's, yeah, talk it out, you guys. Neither one of them are to be blocked from my chat. You guys know that. I mean, there's good conversation to be had there. DJ, you're in here a lot. Are we talking about, Mama lost. Rhonda, I stopped getting help for my health due to the way they treated me. I don't want you to stop. Please don't stop. Be a fierce advocate for yourself. Fierce. Because you can get what you need. And if you can't do that, you need to find somebody that can. Please. Please. Okay, Direct D, DJ confused you is all. Right on. Yeah, thanks for being in here, guys. I'm glad you saw this. Crazy shit going down in Denver, right? Direct D. I'm very sensitive, as most know. Yeah, you know, if I came to Arizona and I happened upon this dude, Direct D, on the street, laying it out with the cops, I would be so frightened. I would just get out of my car, walk right up, stand right next to him and go, bring it on, motherfucker. And I actually think Direct D's way nicer than I am. He totally is. He tries to be a little more guy to guy, right? If you will, with all the men in law enforcement in Arizona. They can't even do that. Law enforcement can't. They cannot. They can't do direct E. All they can do is try to take him down. So, yeah, thanks, buddy, for doing what you do. Sometimes when no one is looking, I cry a little. I applaud you for admitting that here on this channel. I really do. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to screenshot that. And I'm going to hold you to that. And when I come to Arizona, I want to cry a little with you. So, okay, you guys. Well, I need to shift my mental capacity and go over and deal with Robert. Fingers crossed. I am emotionally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted as well. That whole ordeal yesterday turned out to be about a 9-hour day of consistent problem solving, stress, and worry. So yeah, that drains you. So there is going to come a time where I am going to have to step away from Robert. And he is in a situation with CCH, that is taxpayer supported, that said they had a facility that does recuperative care for people being discharged from the hospital that need a place to recover. We got there, and that wasn't the case. So I am concerned, but I am not going to fix this. I am going to assist Robert to the best of my ability, and I'm going to implore the staff to do their job. I know they are understaffed over there. I will, of course, file a complaint. I don't care if I have to go to Britta Fisher and do that. It will get done. She's the CEO of CCH, who left her Denver position as the housing director over here in Denver. She's making $400,000 a year over at CCH, and they're going to do their job or not. But I am not going to continue to kill myself, put myself in a situation of constant and total turmoil, worrying if these people are going to die or live. I can't keep doing that. I know that. So I'm going to come over here today. They better let me in like they said they would. This is a secured facility, no visitors. I was told as professional staff and on his case management team that I would be let in. So hopefully that's going to be the case, because they didn't even have any pillows for him to prop his leg up on. Their hospital beds, their nursing home beds on the aluminum frames that are supposed to go up and down, wasn't working when I left. I couldn't find any of the staff that said they were going to be back to help him. Robert called me. He's frantic this morning and said that the nurse brought his pills back. By the way, they took all his pain meds from him. Told me that all they could do was put them in a pill box and bring them back to him. Yeah. So I've got to mentally prepare. This is probably one of the only times I'm going to come back. I might bring him some more supplies later in the week or when I have time. But right now, this staff guarantees that they can meet his simple survival needs, including food and water. And he tells me he's not even getting water because he doesn't have a cup. There are no cups anywhere except in the locked cafeteria that's only open certain hours of the day for meals, which Robert can't remember. So part of the reason I'm going there now is so I can make sure that he at least goes to the cafeteria and tries to eat. He had a breakdown when we showed him the cafeteria yesterday. He said, I'm not eating any of this fucking shit. I don't like any of this fucking shit. I'm not doing this. So Robert is an exceptionally picky eater. He's lost a lot of weight. I think it's more of a case of him not having an appetite and him not realizing that it's more appetite than him being picky. A lot of the food that I bought him, he ended up throwing in the trash. Some things just aren't connecting. So they may not be able to provide that level of care to just tell him, Robert, it's time to eat. Let's go give it a try. If they can't do that, then they are going to have to find another level of care for him. I am not going to do that. I am not. So that's where I'm at. Yes, this was a gun buyback. Ryan, whoever's asking, what does the title of this video mean? Yeah, you can just go back and watch it. So, DJ, it's CCH. It's Colorado Coalition for the Homeless. And I do have a lot of good outcomes with them. But this one, I'm a little disappointed in. But they need to be given a chance to correct it. And it is their responsibility. They are a taxpayer-supported operation. And there's great staff over there at CCH. And they're going to have to figure it out. So, but that's where I'm headed now. So wish me luck. And hopefully I get Robert what he needs while I'm there. And yep, stay the course. That is the goal. Thank you very much. You guys, thank you. Bokomo, Irish Rover, my mods, any other mods that were in here, I really appreciate you. Peace. I'll keep you guys posted. Have a great weekend. It's beautiful here. It's like 60 degrees right now. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.